Hi, I'm Tamar, Salesforce Partner Account Manager for Creditsafe, here today with Jack, Global Product Manager for Creditsafe. Thank you so much for joining me today, Jack.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Great. So, Jack, can you tell me more about Creditsafe, who you are, and how your solution integrates into the Salesforce CRM?
Yeah, of course. Creditsafe is one of the world's most used providers of online business reports, and we help companies of all sizes make smarter decisions about who they want to do business with by giving them access to commercial, financial, and risk intelligence data. We provide credit information on over 420 million companies globally, covering every sector and size of organization. So that's whether you're looking to onboard a new supplier, screen a customer for compliance, or even just clean up your CRM. Our solutions help ensure the data you use is accurate and actionable. We operate in over 25 offices across 16 countries, supporting over 100,000 customers across the globe. And that ranges from large multinationals to small local businesses. And when integrated that data into the Salesforce CRM, this means that sales and finance teams no longer need to jump between the Salesforce CRM and their own systems. And it also means they can rely on the data that's been provided, so everything they need to make confident decisions is right there in front of them and ready to use inside Salesforce.
So, one of the many benefits of Creditsafe Salesforce integration is improved CRM data quality. Can you tell me more about this?
Of course I can. Business Intelligence Plus is centered around data accuracy, and a common challenge in Salesforce is around data quality, especially if salespeople or users are managing large volumes of accounts or leads, or even suppliers. It's about how do you get that data in front of you that's accurate. And with Business Intelligence Plus, that's exactly what we do. We leverage that Creditsafe global database. So what that means is, if you want to find out if a company's trading status has changed, or if you find out some directors have changed, or even in the worst case they've become insolvent, you want to find out about that information as soon as possible so you can make more informed decisions. So using Business Intelligence Plus, that's exactly what we do. So we bring that data from the Creditsafe global database directly into Salesforce, and it also means that your sales teams and your finance teams can make those quicker informed decisions with real-time data that they can trust.
So, yeah, that makes sense, as security obviously is a big focus here at Salesforce. So, Jack, tell me, what do you think companies need to do internally to make a business case for credit risk data to be integrated into the Salesforce platform?
Yeah, great question. It often starts with businesses recognizing that sales and finance teams are working towards the same goal, which is profitable growth. But without visibility into any of the risk data during that sales process, sales teams may close deals that the finance team later reject because the customer poses too high of a risk. We recently surveyed sales professionals, and up to 50% of them had said they had over 10 deals rejected each month due to poor credit risk. And that's a huge amount of time and effort by salespeople and sales professionals that becomes wasted, and ultimately is revenue loss for a business. Furthermore, 63% of those respondents said they would much prefer to have a solution like Business Intelligence Plus to screen prospects for credit and risk data ahead of time. And a solution like Business Intelligence Plus allows users to do that. So they can use an automated decisioning, set rules that meet their company policy to ensure that the companies they are trying to onboard do actually meet that criteria. And that would mean that they would ultimately reduce the number of rejections they get. And they're absolutely right. So by integrating Creditsafe's data into Salesforce, those companies can screen those prospects and ensure that the companies they're working with do meet their risk profile, and ultimately does reach the closing stages and reduces the friction between finance and sales teams.
So, yeah, that's great to hear. So, in your opinion, do you think salespeople should be involved in the credit risk assessment? If so, how do you see the Creditsafe Salesforce integration helping both sides do their job better?
Absolutely, I do. I think salespeople should be involved in that onboarding process as soon as possible to get real access into that credit risk data. And that's exactly what Business Intelligence Plus does. By bringing the business report directly into Salesforce. Users can see all of that rich firmographic data at the click of their fingertips, which means they are able to close better deals, improve their prospect lists. And one of our customers summed it up brilliantly recently when they said that they've had 10 years of poor data in Salesforce, which we commonly hear. And once they implemented Salesforce Business Intelligence Plus, they completely changed how their sales teams worked. And they actually saw drastic improvements in productivity and deals closing. So much so that they changed their entire onboarding process for their sales reps, which meant that they now get shown how to create leads the right way using Creditsafe data, which in turn gives them more trusted information and ultimately helps them to close deals faster.
How do you think the Creditsafe integration into Salesforce CRM helps finance and sales teams collectively achieve their respective goals?
I really think there's 3 key pillars that would help sales and finance teams. I think the first one is, we've discussed already, is around those pre-qualification checks. The second is customer profile. And thirdly, from a finance, is collections and monitoring. So the pre-qualification checks we've already spoken around. That's to do with, how do I find better prospects? How do I screen them earlier on so I'm involved in that credit risk data? Secondly is around the Creditsafe profiling, so we can sort of get rid of all the noise and really focus on those target customers that you want to do business with, that meet your company policies. And using Business Intelligence Plus, you can do that, so you can filter out exactly what it is you're looking for. And finally, our monitoring tool allows finance teams to be notified in real time of any company changes. This means that they can collect on payments faster, and they can get fewer write-offs and reduce the amount of time they have to spend chasing invoices.
That sounds like a great opportunity to collaborate. So finally, can you tell me how Business Intelligence Plus supports businesses?
Of course, we see some really clear, quick wins for organizations. So the first one is around a trusted data source. So all users understand that they're using Creditsafe data, so it becomes a single source of the truth. Additionally, we see a reduction in wasted effort. So all that manual time spent doing your administration, chasing missing information and data, because it comes from the Creditsafe global database, that information is available to those users in Salesforce. We see enhancements in performance, because now they can track by segment, by sector, and even by risk profile. And for those in risk and head of risk, our KYC Protect solution, which we can talk more about another time, brings all that enhanced AML screening and due diligence in the Salesforce application. So right from where they're working, those head of risk, compliance, etc., can do that informed due diligence as well.
So it sounds like Business Intelligence Plus can be a really helpful solution to a lot of Salesforce customers today. So thank you so much for taking the time and coming today and sharing all your insights.
Thank you very much for having me.